Okay, welcome to today's broadcast. In this drawing session, I'm just going to be as I can. I found some more, so I've been using these clutch type pencils that are 5.6 millimeter, like mechanical pencils that have these really thick leads, and I've just liked I've liked these for a while, and so that's what I'll be using, and maybe I'll try some graphite. So people have been asking about graphite. These ones have been charcoal, but today I'm gonna try out some graphite, and I have a couple of different versions of these pencils. This one is one that I just got. It just came in yesterday, and it feels a little bit well, it's cheap. It was 2 of these for $10 on eBay. It's Boxun mechanical pencil, 5.6 millimeter, and so it came with 1 piece of lead. That's what I'll be using, and then I also have this one that probably out of all the ones that I have, this one feels the nicest, and it feels, I think it's all metal, and feels pretty good. I think this one was like around $15. This one was like $5 because it came with 2 pencils, and then this one was around the $10 range, but it's very similar to this. But you know, what you're using, the tools you use are not as important as just building the skill, and that's what we're going to be working on. So I'm going to try to do some sketches. These are the ones that we did from yesterday, and liked how these turns out, but then when I went away and then came back, I realized that, you know, this eye feels too high, and that's, you know, it's a difficult thing getting the eyes right. So that's just a mistake that when you walk away and then you come back, you realize, oh, something's off, and that's easier to see sometimes after you walk away. But we're just going to be doing some more drawing. As far as references for this drawing session, I'm going to use some of the images from my ebook, An Artist's X-Ray Vision, the male figure. And so that's what we're going to be using as references. And yeah, we'll just try to do some of these gesture studies. I don't know if I'll be doing any longer drawings, or if they'll mostly be gestures, but we'll just see what happens. Again, this is as part of my New Year's resolution, was to do more drawing, because it's something that I've always liked, and I didn't want to lose that skill, which I think is good for any artist to have. If you have questions, let me know in the comments if you're watching this live. And if you'd like to support, check out the ebook, including this ebook on the male figure. And for this one, you know, I used myself as a reference for most of them, most of the images, just because that's, you know, the model that I had available. And so it's just a series of non-nude references that I went and drew over top, a series of diagrams and guidelines and kind of things that I think about. So right now I'm kind of doing this armature type build, or the kind of a wire figure at first, and then kind of blocking that out. Trying to follow some of the gestures that I'm seeing. Let's see, this arm maybe comes in a little bit. Got the spine. Something like that. Let's go to another pose. And I thought maybe in the future I'll do like put on a news podcast that kind of talks about the news of the day, just so we have something to, and then comment on that. So kind of do more commentary on just things that are going around, uh, uh, just as an idea of something to talk about. Because kind of sometimes the conversation lacks, and then that allows me to kind of hit two birds with one stone, because I can listen to the news, and I like being up to date with that kind of stuff, and then maybe it gives people more of a reason to tune in. Let's see. I feel like with this graphite, it's a little bit harder to see. Let me try. Yeah, I think maybe this I'm gonna switch over. This is not charcoal, but it's like some kind of pencil. But it gives me similar feel to charcoal. It's almost like what would you call it? A Conti crayon or something that has a little bit darker of a line. With these lives, it's helpful if you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, I feel like that gives a little bit clearer of a line. So we'll do that. Okay. one of the things I've been thinking about is that I'd like to change the way I draw to be more conducive to keeping the shape of the graphite or whatever I'm using um, more conducive to shading. So it helps when the whatever you're using to draw is kind of this shape, where it's kind of curved, and then it goes to the straight part of the lead, because then you can use this part right here to shade nice and soft. And so I'm trying to draw in a way that keeps it that keeps it shaped that way. And that means drawing more on the side of the pencil, and then when I want a straight line, coming and bringing that straight line by using it like this instead of like that, or by coming at it like that. These are just things that I'd like to try to change as I'm trying to be a little bit better of a draftsman. Because what's the point of doing all these drawings if you don't get better? So, thinking about that. Let's go to another one. Let's see. Let's do something. Yeah, let's maybe do a feature study. So here, let's do maybe an eye over here. So we got the again, you can find these reference images on my ebook, An Artist's X-Ray Vision, the male figure. There's a link for that in the video description. And it really helps me out, anybody that invests in those resources. And then if you're interested in sculpting, my sculpting links are also there. That's where, that's most of my channel has to do with sculpting, but trying to be a well-rounded artist, a renaissance man. Also trying to improve my drawing ability. That's what these live streams are all about. And it says, hi, hello, welcome to the live stream. It's Onyx Loves. Seen that quite a bit on these live streams. Let's see, so there's the nose, it's kind of wrapping around. What sculptors do you like to watch? I really like Eric Arneson. He's got a YouTube channel. I've mentioned his stuff before on some of my stuff. He's a great sculptor, studied and I think teaches now at the Florence Academy of Art. They have a really nice program that is good at instructing people on how to replicate that style, anatomical style with a lot of the forms. I mean, looks masterful and really nice. I really like their technique, what they do over there. So he's somebody that I like to watch. And then Leroy Transfield, he also has a course that I helped him make actually on the Proco 3D or the Proco 3D section of Proco.com. He has another course that's similar to mine. It's like it's different. It's a master demo, so a little bit less in depth. It's not like it's a master demo. It's not a full course, but he is a very masterful sculptor. He's somebody I really look up to as a artist, and I think he does have a channel, a YouTube channel, and there's some videos of him that are really nice. Those are two that come to mind. Sculpture Geek, you know, that's a popular YouTube channel. You know, he's had some videos that just get millions of views, and so he's a fun sculptor to watch on YouTube as well. Oh, also let's see. Oh, not Eric Arneson. Rick Caselli. Rick Caselli. I think one of my first ever videos on sculpting that I watched was his demo of how to draw the mouth, and that was just like really awesome. I really liked his explanation of the forms, and so he's another sculptor that I've gained some inspiration from. So he says, howdy partner. Somebody else replies, let's see. I'm a stop motion cutout animator, and I'm trying to make an alien jungle for my next cartoon. I was thinking of using green, pink, and purple for most of the colors. Any suggestions for color? Interesting. I'm not an expert on color, but I mean, it sounds like you're headed in the right direction. That's cool. So cut stop motion is like South Park type animation is what I imagine. That's a fun thing. Somebody says I'm not an expert at anything I do artistically. Yeah, well, I guess you could say we're all not experts because, you know, experts are hard to find. We're all just trying to get better, I think, is where we are mostly. They say exactly my stuff is like the OG South Park. Yeah, that's fun. And you know, South Park, look what they were able to do as far as success wise. I don't follow the show that much, but I mean just as far as a success story, you know, they just had really talented writers, but the animation, you know, the animation is very rudimentary, very like basic um, when it comes to animation. And they were able to, through story, you know, through storytelling, they were able to create something that was extremely successful. So that's something that we should, you know, take note of. That, and especially now where we have so many resources, we have so many resources at our fingertips when it comes to art and when it comes to creativity. And I'm sure, you know, AI is just going to open up even more to more people. So that means that if you're somebody that has a worthwhile story, there's more ways to tell that story, or a message, you know, a worthwhile message. There's more ways to get that message across than ever before. So it's an exciting time, but it's also kind of a nerve-wracking time because, you know, visually, especially like storyboard stuff, AI is really going to challenge some of the way that things have been done in the past in a way that might not be the best for some artists trying to just make a living. So we're definitely in an interesting time. This eye's fun. I wasn't expecting to do an eye study and take so long on it, but it's kind of fun when you have something that you feel like is coming along. So it says, so true. Matt and Gray, creators of South Park, are great writers, but not so great at animating. Yeah, well, yeah, they didn't need to be to find some success. So a lot of the people, a lot of the artists that find the most success are ones that you wouldn't say, oh, that's the most talented artist. They're just able to, you know, find a market or find a niche or present some sort of information or what they do in a new way, or maybe not even a new way, but just a way that grabs people's attention. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, the eyes are tricky, but they're also very important. An area you don't want to neglect because our eyes are drawn to the eyes of other people, because looking at their eyes lets you know what they're up to, what they're thinking about, what they're concentrating on. And when we can't see that, it's very what would you say? It's unnerving. Like if you notice in horror movies when they black out the eyes and you can't tell which way the person's looking, or they white out the eyes, you know. it's just, it feels, you know, soulless, or it feels like something is something's wrong. Somebody says, or the person talking about, this is Random Acts of Animation, talking about the animating using cut paper animation. My stuff is pretty crazy, but when compared with South Park, I put a lot of sci-fi elements into my cartoons. Yeah, it's an interesting thing to be doing. And somebody's asking if they're into Greek mythology. Oh yeah, that's cool. We'll have a conversation in the comments. That's great. I think I like this. So this is not graphite. This is, and it's not a pencil either. Well, it's what is it? It's one of these. It's one of these. So what does this come with? I don't know if it says the exact. Oh, so let's see. Dark brown, sepia white, drawing charcoal. So this is black drawing lead. This is black drawing lead from Giaconda Kyo Noir. The black drawing lead, and I really like it. I think I like it more than the. It seems to be easier than the charcoal to control and to get these like gradients that are sometimes fun, and it's a little bit darker than graphite. So if you're interested in trying different mediums or different types of pencils, and you want to try these 5.6 millimeter mechanical pencils, which I'm a big fan of, then you can check those out. I don't have any links for those, but like just look it up on eBay and you should be able to find it. So it says, I'm really digging the eye that you're working on. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to do just an eye study, but sometimes, you know, the eyes are important. And, you know, maybe I should have done it more over here, so I could have done the other eye, but maybe I'll just try to give an indication of where the nose would be. Over here. The other eye's over here somewhere. Maybe I'll come down and do a little bit of the nose, see if I can't lay that in. Do some more shading. I'm having fun with the shading with this black drawing pencil. Yeah, the nose has got some good values and things to observe. Maybe we'll even come down to the mouth. I don't know if we'll get that. He says that's a thick piece of graphite on the mechanical pencil. Yeah, this is 5.6 millimeter black drawing pencil, lead. So really thick, and it's good for, it gives you the feeling of like charcoal. You have like a thicker piece to work with, thicker piece of charcoal. But the advantage is you don't have to just hold the piece of charcoal. You know, it's still a pencil. So he's saying, what's your preferred method of artistic expression? Well, I really like sculpting. So sculpting is what I've chosen to be my focus and my preferred method. But drawing is just a great skill for any visual artist. So whether you're into drawing, painting, or anything visual, animating, we've been talking about, drawing is just a good overall skill to help you see and observe and put down visual information in a way that's understandable and So I'm just trying not to lose the skill of drawing. Not that I had that much of the skill to begin with, but... Or maybe I should say I'm trying to get better. Because I'm not just trying to stay the same, I'm trying to get better. This is fun coming down the face. The proportions are probably all off. I should have drawn in the face from the beginning, but it's kind of fun to just try to follow the features down. Yes, I was going to try to, stick to half-hour drawing sessions, but then I get caught up in a drawing, and I just like what's happening, and then I just keep going. I bet charcoal is messy. I mean, I did the previous live streams. If you go back and look at those, I was using charcoal, and I mean a little bit. I get a little bit of charcoal on the back of my hand, but it's not crazy. But I think I'm using a medium charcoal. It's not a soft. The soft would probably be more messy. I'm gonna erase this guy a little bit because I feel like I like this drawing better. Well, I'll leave him. I'll leave. Just erase some of the darker. Oh, I'm realizing that this is a self-portrait. I guess I understood that, but I didn't even think about it until now. That this is a picture of me. Just looking at like, oh, that's an eye, or what is that? What are the shapes of the shadows look like? Not even is that an eye. It's like what are the shapes I'm looking at and the tones that I'm looking at. And I realized, oh, that's kind of looks like me. Oh, that is me. And that all happened in my mind just now. The 12 days of Proco sketch books was awesome. It was fire. Oh, I didn't. Well, I guess I should. I'm, part of the Proco. I guess what would you say? Um, Community, the Proco people. But I didn't follow that too much. I was working on some of my other things. I'll have to go back and look at some of those. But yeah, it's awesome to see sketchbooks of artists. Yeah, I really like this pencil. I feel like I'm able to go and get softer shades that seems to cooperate a little bit better than the charcoal that I was using. So I'll probably try to, in fact, I'll probably try to order some more of these. I just ordered this, this one to test out. And, it seems fine. This is like the cheapest version. It's a little bit plastically in this middle area, but the hardware seems basically the same inside. And it's just a holder for the lead. Though, some lead holders can get pretty fancy, but I'm mostly focused on, the budget side of things. Till I get some massive sponsors that just want to shower me with free products so that I can mindlessly promote other people's stuff. No. Hopefully not. I try not to promote things. Well, most of the promoting I do is of my own stuff, which I think is what, people should do, or at least the products that they use. I do think it's kind of shady when people start to promote products that have nothing to do with what they do, or that they don't even use. Then it's like, well, okay, it's a paid promotion. I guess you're getting the word out there, and I guess I shouldn't throw shade on anybody that's doing what they can to feed their family. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with promoting products. But So he says, nice shading. Thank you. Let's see. I've missed probably a lot of the comments. Let's see. Some people just talking. Do you still have old sketchbooks? Yeah. I have some old sketchbooks. Maybe we could do some sketchbook walkthroughs and things from from older times. Oh, that's getting too dark. Taking it too far. Somebody's saying Temu is a great place to get cheaper art supplies. Oh, that's a good point. I mean, I like, I've been doing eBay a lot, but Temu, I imagine they'd also have some good resources. I've just gotten a few things from there, and they have been inexpensive, so. When you watch other people sculpt, what's your favorite or a fun part about it? I like the sketchy stage, like when the sculpture, when the parts start to come together, and it's still like you can still see the texture of the way they built up the sculpture, usually by their fingerprints or by placing pieces of clay, and it's just sketchy. It's just like it's got a sketchy feel to it, but you can tell that the forms are coming together in a way that makes sense and things are in the right place and just feels right. That's the stage I really like of the sculpting process, of seeing other people's sculpting process. And I just as soon, well, maybe it's a mistake on my part, but I just as soon leave my sculptures in the rough stage. Maybe that's why I have such a hard time finishing. It's because I just like that rough stage so much. But But I know not everybody feels the same way. A lot of people like their sculptures like smooth, perfectly smooth. But I really like the sketchy stage. Let's see, I don't know what I'm doing or how far I'm going, but I like what's happening, so I'm just haven't stopped the sketch, but maybe it's time to call it a day. It's getting there. But before I go, be sure to check out the links, get my ebook. You can find this reference image and a bunch of diagrams, helpful diagrams for artists on my ebook, An Artist's X-Ray Vision. There's links for that in the video description, as well as if you go to all my links, then there's links to everything. My sculpting courses, which is mainly what I focus on the channel, but you know, drawing's a part of being an artist, so I also did some ebooks that have to do with drawing. And yeah, hopefully I can see you guys in some of those courses at some point. If you have questions or anything, feel free to reach out. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Oh, I'm also trying to move my Patreon over to Gumroad. So Patreon, I just rather use another place, and so I've decided on moving things over to Gumroad. So if you're on my Patreon and you'd like to continue supporting, then I'm setting up the Gumroad to be the place to do that, where you can just support, you know, $5, $10, $15 a month. I don't know what the things will be. And then with that, I'm going to try to set up a private YouTube page or group. I mean, not YouTube. Excuse me. A private Facebook group. I'm trying to think while I'm drawing and it's not working. Just for people that are, maybe we'll do this, you know, it'll be for, I think we'll call it the AJK Art and Sculpture group. So whether you're interested in drawing or sculpting or whatever, we're just a group of artists that are trying to learn and improve, and that'll be for the people that are supporting the content with a subscription. And so hopefully I'll see you guys over there at some point, though I'm still finalizing all of that. But I just want to let everybody know that those are some of the things I'm working on, and I'll keep up to date with these live streams, try to do them daily. And yeah, we'll just try to keep creating stuff. It's been fun. I like how this drawing came along, so that's always nice when you have a drawing that you don't hate. You feel like it came together. Okay, I guess I should end it. It's because I don't wanna continue working on this after I end the live stream. I try to do like the whole thing on live. Oh, I forgot to push record. Sometimes I record these sessions on the camera so that the quality is a little bit better and I can go back and see it after, but I forgot to do that today. I'll have to work on remembering that. And maybe I'll put up those like higher definition, because during the live streams, you know, they cut the quality quite a bit. So maybe I'll try to put together the higher quality live streams for the people that subscribe over on Gumroad or something like that. Okay, all right. Who says, bro, the drawing looks great? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you guys can... Oh, let's see. I'll zoom out a little bit. Yeah, again, if you want to get my ebook, that's available, and I'll keep you guys updated as I do more of these sketches. I'll try to do one live stream at least a day. And well, I'll do one drawing live stream and one sculpting live stream a day is what I'm trying to be consistent with. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions, and I'll try to stick to it. All right, stay creative, stay productive, and hopefully I'll see you again soon in another video.